put a fan. Yep. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Daisy for those who don't know me, and those who are returning, thank you so much for your support. I ask you that if you find this video fun and entertaining, give me a thumbs up, click the notification bell, and don't leave today without subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much. So I wanted to come here and give you an updated review on this lovely, beautiful Neverfull GM that I have had for 4 years, and I want to let you know if I think she's still worth it or if I'm over her. So if this is something that interests you, then keep on watching. So as I said, I wanted to give you an update on this lovely bag. This is the Neverfull GM in the Monogram Canvas, and I've had this bag for over 4 years, and she has tanned very lovely, as you all can see. I'll give you a 360-degree turn on her. This is what the bottom looks like, and this is what the inside looks like. This giant lady, as you can see, is so big. This bag is made of canvas with the vachetta leather, and this is a picture right here where the way she looks when you first get her. She is not as tan as she looks here today. This is what they call the patina process that has happened throughout the time that I've had her. Some features of her is she has these straps which you can easily throw over your shoulder, and my arms are pretty thick and she fits very perfectly under my arm. So the strap drop, I'll put it right here, the measurements. She also has these 2 straps on the side that can be cinched in, okay, to make her a different shaped tote. So she becomes a little smaller if you do it on both sides, but we'll talk about that a little further in the video. So she has 2 straps. At the end of each strap, she has these D-rings. She, at least mine, I got her hot stamped, and I'll show that up close. The hot stamp is in gold and is in one of the leaves. Okay, I see no peeling or no wear on that hot stamp. The only thing, my hot stamp was done slanted a bit, which doesn't bother me. It's fine. I do not care about that too much. It has my initials. That's all that matters, right? Of course, I would have liked it a little more perfect, but it's fine with me. This bag, I'm going to take the insert or the acrylic base that I have in her to keep her shape, but this bag can be very, very slouchy. When super packed, she becomes very slouchy in the bottom. Does it bother me? Not at all. I always like that little sag on my bags, but in her I put this acrylic base only for organization purposes. So I don't use an organizer in this bag. So what I do is, with that acrylic shaper, helps the items that I put in stand up right, so they don't, you know, get all lopsided and all over the place. So it does give me a little bit of organizing in the bag. Okay, this bag has inside a lobster clasp, as you can see. Pardon my nails, I have to do my nails. It has a lobster clasp clip right there that attaches to this D-ring on the other side for closure purposes. Okay, this is not the best closed tote that you can have. It's not a zip or anything like that, but it does, you know, give you a little bit of security there at the clip. Okay, and I will come back to that clip as well to show you something. This bag also features a humongous inside pocket with a zipper. Mine has the beige interior. I forgot to mention that, but it's obvious. Okay, this zipper right here, and the pocket goes all the way to the bottom of the bag. Okay, so it's a very, very generous pocket inside. Other than that, it has a little clip right here with a D-ring, or a little tab, may I say, with a D-ring where you can attach anything that your heart desires, or the clutchette, as I call it, which they call it a pochette. This pochette, I'm gonna call it clutchette because that's what I call her, has a long vachetta strap that at the end has a D-ring that can be attached to the bag in the clip where I showed you, or to itself at the other end and become a wristlet. Okay, so this clutchette also features a top zipper and ample space here inside where I've carried keys, my key pouch, my money, my passport, my everyday emergency essentials, or let me step out the car and just carry this and go into the grocery store stuff. So in my opinion, and I've said this in several of my videos, that this clutchette is very, very practical, because if you have, like I do, the Neverfull as well, and I featured this before, and this also has a clutchette the same color, which I left it over there. Okay, and this one also has the same. So what I do is when I wear these I have this one and the Damier Urbain, and they both have the clochettes. And when I put the clochette inside, I put in there my keys, my wallet, or my key pouch, which contains my identification and my debit and credit cards. I put that in there. And what I do, I leave this in the car as I'm going into the supermarket. I take this with me and I don't have to carry the bulky tote. So that's why I think these are very practical. And people tend to say, oh my God, but it's so flat, it's not useful. Well, it's because you haven't tried it out, okay? I have stuffed them to deform them, and that doesn't bother me because these bags are meant to be used and worn. So with that being said, when they get deformed, what happens is they become more soft and more pliable and whatnot. Other than that, it doesn't damage. I don't see any openings on the glazing. The glazing is perfect as it came when I first got hers. So I think these clochettes are very, very practical, especially that I did an alteration on my clochettes. Okay, I have 3 of them, and on 2 of them I was able to do an alteration, which was add a D-ring so that I can add a strap so that I can use her as a crossbody, as a over my shoulder, or as a carry bag, a top handle bag, to take her on vacation, to take her to run errands and whatnot. Again, and I repeat, I think that these are very practical and very useful for those type of things. But enough about the clochette, because I do have a video that I just posted up about how to do the alteration on these clochettes. So I'll put it right here so you can go and watch right after this video. Okay? Back to the bag. So in my opinion, these bags, or this bag in particular, the GM, is very user-friendly for vacation, for weekend getaways. I've used this in both occasions. I've gone on vacation with this bag. I've done let me put it in the center back seat of the car so that I can reach back and get whatever is needed. As to put every essential item that you can imagine when you're doing a road trip vacation. Also, I took her to Tennessee, and I know for a fact that this bag, cinched in, fits under the airplane seat. So that's another way to carry her. If you're a mom of toddlers or infants, this is a great diaper bag for travel, or essential bag for your baby things for travel. I think everything fits in here: diapers, bottles, formula, everything you would need to travel with a baby or a toddler. And also, I think that this is very good that I can fit enough clothes for a weekend getaway, whether it's in the beach or not so much the winter, but more in let's go to the beach type of thing. And I've done it before. I've gone to the condo for the weekend and taken this bag and filled her to the brim. And I tell you that she has been so generous to me to carry everything I have needed for the whole weekend. So this is such a practical and such a beautiful bag to do vacation with. Now, durability. This bag is so durable because of the canvas material that it has, because of the leather trimmings that it has. I think it's such a durable bag. The only thing that in this color, in this particular color, and this one comes also in the Damier Azur. The only thing that I have to say about it is when you first get her, she is very blonde or very light on the vachetta, and that you have to be careful with the watermarks or anything like that, right? Now that mine, and I call her Lady G, now that Lady G is almost 5 years old, now she has the patina process that she has gone through. So her vachetta has become very tanned and very processed already to the touch and to the staining and whatnot. So she wouldn't get as stained as a new one would. So I'm not that afraid to carry her outside. Now, do I purposely carry her out in the rain thinking, oh, she's going to be fine? Absolutely not. In fact, I was going to take her to the cruise with me, and I changed my mind and took this one because I was afraid that we were going to be so much around water that I thought about the watermarks. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to take her. And besides, I was going to be on the beach when I got off the cruise, and I thought, well, this bag that I took with me would be more practical for that. But would I take her to the beach? Absolutely, I would. I would. All what's going to happen is she's going to get even more tan, and the good thing about this is that you just go like this to her and all the sand will run off of her, and so would the water. With all of that being said, I want to take you into the close-ups to how this bag has worn and if she has any wear and tear on her. So let's get right into that part of this video. So let me show you really quick some up close details of the bag, as well as a little trick that I have with the closure and maybe what fits in the bag really quick. I won't go into a full what's in my bag, only because I have a video that I can link right up here, or two videos that when I filled her to the brim when I took her to Tennessee, as well as another video of a weekend getaway at the condo and what I was able to pack in her. So I'm going to show you first some details of wear and tear, if any. So one of the things that I wanted to show you that I noticed was these white markings on them that are not wear and tear. This is more of where I place her in my closet, and this is her rubbing off of, I guess, the wall or the shelf where I have her, and she has some white streaks here and there. All right, and see there, it has that stain right there, and these are cornerware that you can see right here. And this is a normal thing on these bags. As you put them down, they wear a little bit right here. Okay. In the bag, there's nothing to say really. Now, let's take a look at the leaves. And that one looks pretty good. This one has some staining, if you notice right there. All right. And those are not watermarks. Those are more like maybe lotion marks and whatnot. This one has this wrinkling right here, you can see. And that's probably from it folding over like this. Yeah, this is where I have the hot stamp, but as you can see, is slanted that way, but no peeling on it or anything like that. All right. And then on these straps, they are so super tan. I love it how they are bronzed. And you can see right here where this little strap sits, most of the time is not that tanned. And wrinkling on the vachetta, which I think is so normal for the vachetta to wear that way. Oh, I noticed this as well. Hopefully you can see that. Some staining on the vachetta there, right there. All right. And then the little leather tab, super tanned. And this one as well. All right. Other than that, in the inside, she looks like that. Let's see. Okay. And she is dirty in there. Stains. There's some stains also. Like, like right there, you can see that there's a stain there. On the pocket there's a stain as well. All right, so those are the stains that I can see on the vachetta, on the bag itself, on the cloth, and that I think it's a normal wear and tear of this bag. I don't think there's nothing out of the ordinary or any tears, which would be one of, you know, the worst things that can be happening. Here's the clutchettes, as I call it, and I see no obvious stains or anything like that, or rips on the glazing. No, you know, nothing wrong with the glazing. This is the little piece of vachetta. As you can see, there's stains there. Okay. And this clutch head I've used a lot. Oh, there we go. There's some staining on that where the metal rubs against the vachetta. I mean, this is nice and bronzed, patinaed. All right. But nothing major. This is the acrylic in case you wanted to see it up close. This is the thickening of it, and you can see it has lasted me the same amount of time that I have with the bag. All right. Now let me show you that this 13-inch laptop can fit so easily in this bag. And that's all I'm gonna show you because like I said, I have videos of this bag with it full. But as you can see, a 13-inch laptop, you can't even see it in there. So this bag is so generous. Look at that, it even lays at the bottom. So that's how big this bag is. With that being said, let me show you a little trick that I have with this bag with the closing or the closure on top. So what I do is I cinch these in like this. Okay. Cinch each side of this bag. Okay. Once it's cinched in, it becomes this squarish beauty. Okay. And what I do here is this lobster clasp, as you see, it opens of this side, right? So what I do, the one on the opposite side where it opens, I'm gonna clasp this in first, okay, just like that. And then what I do is I take the little latch on the other side of the lobster clasp. I clip that in, okay, like that. And then I take the other strap that's on the other side and I also latch it in like that. So it becomes these 3 D-rings in the lobster clasp. Okay, so what that does is that when you look at it from the top or you're walking around with your bag, as you see, it is pretty much closed in. Okay, so it becomes more secure, it doesn't obstruct with anything, and you have much more of a security in your bag, which you can still reach into and get your things. So that's a little trick that I learned on my own of how to close this tote to make it a little more secure. So as you saw, this bag does not have a lot of wear and tear on her. If anything, she looks pretty good for her age. The big question on this video is, do I think she's still worth it? Am I over her or do I still love her? So obviously I do love this bag. And if there were a reason that I would have to start my collection again, would I add her onto my collection? Absolutely. Yes, 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 yes. This will be one of the bags that I would repurchase if I were to start off my collection again. So I highly recommend this bag, especially if you are one that travels all the time, or like I said before, if you have small little toddlers or babies. I highly recommend this bag so that you can wear as a diaper bag, or you can also put everything the baby or the toddler needs in this bag to travel with whether it's to plane or a road trip or a weekend getaway. So yes, recommend this lovely Lady G. So if you stood until the end of this video, I am so grateful. And I also want to add on that we are celebrating this week Thanksgiving, and I want you to know that I'm so grateful for you all for becoming part of this family. That means so much to me, and I am so grateful to God for you. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, what are you thinking about? Go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. God bless you. God keep you. Until next time. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. Welcome back. Jeez Louise, did I skip anything?